Hello there. Before I get into anything, I have two things to update you on, but I also want to sandwich those between talking about my channel generally, so bear with me and please watch the whole video. The first thing I have to say is that I'm in a thing. Specifically, I'm in a D&D podcast. Sometime last year, my friend group decided to play D&D for the first time, and we loved it. We discussed doing a podcast eventually, and then one day my cousin Pedro kind of dropped it on us that he was starting one with us. On a campaign we already had a whole arc in, a few minutes before the session started. It's just on YouTube for the time being, and it's through another channel. The channel is called Chaotic Domain, and it's going to be kind of a collab style channel thing where whoever in my friend group wants to post that day can do it. For now, it'll mostly be the podcast, but more videos starring us will appear on there eventually. There's a link in the description to the playlist of all the episodes out so far. We're going to release an episode every 2 weeks on Saturdays, and we already have a few episodes out so far already. So go check it out. I meant to make a video on this when there were only 2 episodes out, but I kind of kept putting it off. Whoops. Fair warning, episode 1's quality isn't amazing, but Pedro has been working very hard to improve it, and already episode 2 sounds a lot better. Like I said earlier, it's a bit of a weird thing because this is actually like episode 1 of season 2, but we didn't record season 1, but we try to fill in the viewers as much as we can, so bear with us. Personally, I'm excited to see how it turns out in the future, and I hope you all enjoy it. As for the channel update, I kinda have to acknowledge the fact that there's only been 2 videos released so far this year. Part of the reason why is the fact that I've realized I'm built very differently than the average person. I can't work a whole lot, and I need to decompress for like just as long after work as I've worked that day, which, as you may have guessed, doesn't leave me with a whole lot of time to work on YouTube and such. But yeah, I'm trying to work on this, but another part of the reason I've been slow with uploads is, well, life has just kind of sucked recently. I don't know how much I'm willing to share on YouTube, and I don't even know who outside of my friends will care about this part, but I feel I should be able to be honest about this and get this out there. Acknowledge it, and hopefully getting it out there will help me actually start to improve it. I wanted this year to be the year I turned my life around, and January kind of set the mood instantly when I didn't keep my seasonal job that I had changed to last November. I then had to scramble to find a worse job that barely paid and injured myself on the first day of training. All of that delayed the first upload of the year, and my injury prevented me from working on the next video, the bad taste video, which eventually led to a snowball effect that led to that video getting more and more delayed. I wanted that video to come out in mid-March at the latest, and I finally got it out in late July. I could go into more detail, but I think you kind of get what I'm getting at already. This year sucked and wasn't at all what I wanted it to be, but recently I decided to finally kick my ass back into gear. It's unfortunate that a lot of what plagues me can only be fixed by motivating myself and not dwelling on it when I don't make as much progress as I want, when I can't just not do that. But I really want to work on myself and work on this channel. I'd like YouTube to eventually be my job. It's a freaking long shot, and it's possible I completely blundered my one chance at doing that already, but I'm hoping I could figure something out where I can regularly work on YouTube and such, and at the very least, keep this as a fun hobby where a small community can also enjoy it. And who knows, maybe as I'm working on fixing everything, the algorithm will bless me once again, and I can take advantage of the next opportunity. Again, it's a long shot, but regardless, I want to entertain the little people I have here watching my channel. I won't lie, I've been watching my subscriber count slowly fall, and it's been tough trying not to let that get to me. But if you're still here, I want to thank you for continuing to give me another chance every day by not unsubscribing. It means a lot. All 138 of you, and I hope I can make it so I actually entertain you all regularly, even if that number is lower by the time you're watching this. Anyway, gushing and being personal aside, I do have actual updates. For one, I want to start streaming semi-regularly. I've made a pledge to myself that I will stream at least once every 2 weeks, and I haven't been terrible at that so far. I also made that pledge because I was working mornings finally, but they recently moved me back to the night, so we'll see about the times when I'm available to stream outside the weekend, but please shoot me a follow as I'm going to try to figure something out. As well, this isn't for certain, but I'm planning on trying to upload somewhat regularly from now on, and then have a month in February or March when I just try and grind it out. No promises, but I want to try it, and hopefully something can happen. If not, then at the very least there's genuine hope that I'll be able to backlog like a lot of content next year, hopefully. Also, I'm gonna stop with the premieres. If those have been annoying you, I'm sorry. I thought they'd help, but barely anyone watches live anyway, so I'll keep premieres to a minimum, or when it's a big thing at the very least. And finally, probably the reason you actually clicked on the video, the Fursona update. Yeah, if you forgot or anything, I had a video kind of blow up last year where I finally sat down and tried to figure out my Fursona after being in the fandom for years and not having one. I haven't worked on the Fursona for similar reasons to uploading, but recently I've actually made progress. I said in the fourth part that a friend was gonna draw the Fursona for me, but we never really talked further about doing that, and honestly I'm kind of glad because, as I mentioned in part 1, I had another non-furry friend try and make a Fursona for me before, and all the love in the world to that friend, you know who you are, but it didn't turn out great. So I changed the plan to me trying to look around for someone to commission for cheap, but who was also willing to help me figure out what I wanted for my Sona. But as it turns out, another one of my friends, who is a furry, has been practicing art recently and took their first commission from another one of their friends who also finally made their first Fursona. So I figured it was only natural that I asked them to take on the task. Their name is Longsifier. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. But I just call them Lucy. Go check out their stuff. I'll put links and stuff in the description. Heed the bio warning though. So yeah, after forever, that's finally set into motion. They apparently haven't been able to work on it as much because of work, but hey, it's being made. It's happening finally. That series is like gonna have a finale soon. Finally. So far they have sent me this, which isn't a whole lot, but it's a starting point and I'm very excited to see how it turns out. I've changed a bit of what I wanted, by the way. I basically just wanted to be a cyan bear with the clothing from the pick crew I really liked, and also with like my real life hair. One cool thing I thought of is the t-shirt. I'm taking some inspiration from the Russian Badger. If you don't watch him, recently his character has had this tablet thing on his chest that shows a meme relevant to the current thing he's talking about in that segment. I don't want that exactly, but I had a cool idea that the default shirt is the frog design I liked, but the graphic on the tee can change to reflect his mood. So like, for example, if I'm particularly flustered in a segment, it'll say like, Lord have mercy on it with like the eyes emoji or something dumb like that, but then return to frog when I'm just talking again. Also, I have no idea why I pronounced it frog. I think that I thought the O had an umlaut and I didn't know how to pronounce that, but looking back, it's just an O. You can see on the video, it's just a regular O. There's not even an accent or anything. I don't know why I thought that. Also, I might change what the default design of the tee is. I have a friend whose Fursona wears a shirt that says, "Stop making stupid people famous," and I really like that, so I might want something similar, but you know, not that. By the way, that friend has a band and I like it. You should like go check them out if you like emo and post-hardcore. Links and stuff in the description. But yeah, going back to changing frog, this is partially because, as I mentioned in the series, I don't know if the frog design is from someone or something. I tried looking to see if it was and didn't find anything, but if you made that design and want me to not use it, feel free to shoot me a message on like Twitter or Instagram about it and I'll gladly comply, or tell me to do the opposite. I don't know. And also, everybody, go follow me on Twitter, please. I have good tweets, at least I think so. Also, I want to upload more on TikTok, so follow that too. I'm going to re-upload clips I really like from the gaming videos, and also extra clips that don't quite make it into the videos, or clips from games if I don't have enough to make a whole video about it alone on YouTube. So yeah, go check it out. I also want to make standalone TikTok stuff too, not just the gaming stuff or re-uploads from this channel. So yeah, go follow it, please. Alright, finally, that's all I have to say. This was way longer than I thought it would be, but I hope you guys watched and enjoyed. Not exactly a video you enjoy, but yeah, I hope you liked it anyway. Yeah, more stuff soon. Finally gonna kick my ass into gear like I've been wanting to for forever. Valorant video 2 coming soon. I'm like halfway done with it. I already have another commentary style talking video planned after that. So yeah, hope you enjoy that as well. Yeah, more stuff coming along. That's it. That's the last thing. All right, bye. I'm gonna kill whoever's driving all these fucking cars.